This is Irontrader, and this is Midday Trading. Today we're going to take a look here at natural gas and at crude oil. Now, on natural gas, the EIA report came out today, and you had a build of 7 BCF, that's billion cubic feet. They were expecting a build of 5 billion cubic feet, and then last week they had a draw of 9 BCF here. So that's why natural gas had a little pop-up, and then she came down here. But good trading action so far in the natty gas. Okay, we're going to review here. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, market, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have natural gas, your hourly and your 4-hour chart here, okay? So we've had a low here of this 1.64 area. This is what I've been pointing out to hold. So far today, the low is 1.65, okay? So it's just barely above, which is also good because look at what happened here, 1.643. And then look what we had here at 1.646. So just a little bit above, then you had a nice rally up here. But this is the area that we really want to get above, and that's that 1.77. Now, today was actually a pretty good day here so far in trading. I got 2 scalps in UNG, and then I got 1 scalp in KOLD. I got stopped out, but I still made 4 points in KOLD. But it had a really good, sort of a good run today. So the KOLD, the low was 141.04 and the high was 147.69, okay? So, you know, I didn't get the bottom, didn't get the top, but 4 points, I'm happy with that. I'd just rather be in that UNG here, but we got to see how it's all going to shake out here. So now when we look at this hourly chart here, what are we looking at? Well, we really want to get here back above this 8 SMA. That's at 1.68. And then you have your 21 there at 1.69. And then this price channel here at 1.71. Okay, that's what you really want to do to get back in the game. But realistically, when you look at this chart here, it's just still a sideways action. Okay, it looks like we bottomed here. And now we're just kind of retesting, you know, the levels here. But I pointed out this 1.64. We'll look on a daily here chart next, and I'll show you exactly where that 1.64 level comes from here. But right now here, it's just just a scalper's market until you get some kind of a catalyst that's going here, okay? So right now what you want to do for this afternoon is just watch this 1.68, and then if we can get above that, you can hit that 1.69, and then we're looking at that price channel right there at 1.71. Now again, if you can get above that, you have your 100-day here, 1.718, and then your key level here, 1.72. That would be the target if you can get above this key price channel here. But we got to see how it's all going to shake out. But see, when you get the price above that 8 SMA, see how nicely it rises? But as soon as you get that down, oh man, she comes right off there, okay? See, right on off, all the way on down. So again, we got to watch that key level here of that 1.68. Then we can just try to move right on up here until we get to that top of that price channel, okay? So that's what we really need to do. Now, here on your 4-hour chart, you can see here, you got a good trading channel here, okay? So here's that price channel, that 1.77. This is basically what you're looking for on the top side and that 1.64. So you got a trading market, even though you're on the downside of it, so far you're holding it, okay? So you can't get too excited. You're holding that level here. Now we're going to see if it can pop up and retest it. But really, what you have to do is just trade this range until she breaks out one way or the other. Okay, let's take a look here on a daily and a weekly. Okay, here's our daily chart. Now, you can see here where we just have this sideways action going on. And look how important that 21 SMA is here, okay? So once you got below it, very, very difficult here to get back above it. Okay, now yesterday we had a red candle with a lower low. That usually tells you that the next day you're going to really come down here a little bit lower. But if you notice that though, it's still just holding this key. All this is just a nice support area let off the top of this candle here. So you're holding it very nice. Now again, if that 1.64 is lost on a closing basis or even intraday, then we can look here for this 1.59, and then here's that 1.58. That's going to be your key level here. See, that's your price channel going on right there. So that is going to be the next level if it comes right on down here. But again, your trading range is the same thing here, okay? So we just have a little bit bigger trading range. You got 1.52 on the bottom, and we have that 2.0 on the top here, okay? So we just have to basically trade a range. Now, on the upside, the key level here, first of all, you got to get above this 8 SMA, and you got to hold it. Now, we were above here for 1 day, and then it couldn't hold it, and it came right on down. So this is very, very crucial. So we want to get above this key level here, 1.70, and then we have this 1.76. Let's just call that 1.77. That's what you really need to go to get above, and it's right there. See, 1.765, rounded off to 1.77. That's what you really need to get above, and then we can just, ratchet all up the candles. But realistically, this is where your target's going to go, is going to be that 2.0. Now remember, natural gas, when it rips higher, much, much higher, real quickly. Same way, okay, it can come down quickly, but just look at, when you look at back at the chart here, so when you break out of a session, it can just smoke right on up here very, very high, okay? So always remember that, okay? So don't have no opinion of saying this has got to go here, this is going to go there. I have no idea. This is where we want to go, is this 8-day. That's what we're looking at first. We get above that, then we come to the next level here, 1.76, okay? If we can get above that, then we can follow the candles up, and then your big target here is that price channel, which is 2.0. On this, for the weekly chart, you only got 1 week left here, or 1 day left, actually, week left. 1 day left here, and we need to close it back above. So let me just big this up a little bit here. See, I'm going to show you how key and important these resistant levels are. See that 8 SMA? This is why you always want to just trade the chart, because if it can't get above that, it's not going higher. But look where it went to, right into it. Look at there, right into it. This week so far, where to go? Right into it. Okay, very, very key. Now, I don't like this 8 SMA. You got to get back above. See how this is waterfalling over here? Even your 100 days waterfalling. Now, your 50 days leveling out here, your 200 days leveling out here. But this 8-day needs to be, got to get that price back above there. And then I should say, then you have a good long-term, then you can take that all the way up to the 2.0. But until then, boom, you got to just scalp the trade, as they say. Okay, so now watch this key level, this 1.64 level. If that's lost here, then we go 1.59. But realistically, look for this 1.58. That's where she's going to go. If that's lost here, look to the bottom there, 1.57, and then you have your 1.52 right down here. Now, your RSI here looks good. Your green is still above the red. Your MACD here still looks good. It just doesn't have much juice, okay? So if you look at the price there today, it's really starting to get real tight. It's only, your bottom was 1.651 and your top was 1.713. So you didn't have really any kind of a range to speak of. But you have to be a little patient with natural gas. You're coming into the seasonality here now. So just be very, very patient if you want to go, all out long here, okay? So on the upside, watch that key level there. Watch this key level here, and watch this key level there. On the downside, 1.64 lost right there, 1.58. Okay, let's take a look here at crude oil. Okay, here we have the old crude oil here. Now let me just see, bigger up a little bit. What do we have? I point out these price channels. Okay, once it gets out, it acts almost like a Bollinger Band, that when they get out, they want to pull right back in here, okay? And that's what we had. Now, yesterday I pointed out here, a lot of times when you get a red candle here, if you can't hold it, we don't know what's going to hold it by the end of the day here, you'll get another red candle, okay? It's just like what we had, this situation here. Now, again, is it going to act the same? Where you came all the way down, it held that 200-day, and then the next day she popped right back up. Very possible, if you hold this 8 SMA, she could pop right back up there. So just be very careful here, because we also could have this. Now, again, crude oil was very good scalping today on the UCO and the SCO was really good scalping here there. So, but you got to be quick. You got to be quick and don't expect too much. I just trade bigger shares and not all that much. So let's just see if we can hold this key level here, this 80, 81 by the end of the day. Now, today's low here so far, okay, was 80.30. So then you really want to just come right over across the candles here. So what is next here? Okay, so you have 79.99. And then if that's lost, you have 79. And then we have 79.57. But realistically, there's your target, 79.30. That's where she's going to go. If that's lost, you have your 200-day rate below it. Now, again, if it holds back up again, I guess at 80.81, then what we can do is we can follow the candles, okay? So you have 81.45 here. We have 81.62. And then we just look here to the bottom of that candle. You're looking at 83.12. And then we can just kind of work yourself up here, okay? So you have 81.92. You have 82.50, 82.65. And then there's your big target, 83.12. A breakout above that, this is where she's going. Okay, that 100-day. just like it did here. See old Sticky over here? Look at old Sticky sitting there, right? Where'd he go? Right into Yo Hondo. Okay, he was like 20 cents short. Okay, yeah, 20 cents short. But look where he goes. Now, again, this price can come all the way down here to this basically $78 range. And this is still a very, very bullish chart. Okay, so let's just see today if we can hold that 8 SMA here. If you can't, let's just follow the candles down. But we're really going to be looking for that 21 SMA here. If that's lost, you look at here for that 200-day. On the upside, you really want to reclaim that. Okay, 80, 81 here. If you can, then we can just follow the candles all up here and the big retest there, 83.12. Okay, that's what I got for you here for midday. I'll be back here after the pit close. We'll go more in depth on crude oil and natural gas. Thanks for watching.